You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast. See, I knew my doc baby was in the building because he told me. All right, so we're going to do this right. We got to get it right. Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl, Laborly, aka. You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast. Can you hear me now, boo? See, this is why I need you here. Because you tell me all of the things that aren't right. This is why I need you here. So let me I gotta put everything on the screen real quick. Hi, because my boo is always here. Okay, good. Oh, awesome. My baby told me my sound was here. My sound was here. And I had no audio for a second, but we have audio now. Um, okay, audio. Okay, everything is good. Everything is good. We got Doc Sav 9112 in the building. Hey, hi, honey buns. Oh, I'll be missing you when I'm not here, so. Okay, so there's some things that I gotta say, and I gotta be honest because this is who I am. No, I'm gonna get to the shits first. First things first, we gotta put this on the screen real quick. Today is Media Monday, and you can see it over there in the corner. Today is Media Monday. Today is the day that we get into the shenanigans of the shenanigans. Because that's what we do on Media Monday. Yeah, we talk about the latest trends, what's on the Gab Beat. We talk about it. We talk about it and then we get into it. So, also, the phone line is open 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. You can drop a comment, you can call in, you can drop a text, or you can ask me to hit the link. Know that if you drop a text or you call in, you are on live. If you ask me to drop the link and I drop it and then you come in the building, then that's live too. We keep it live we keep it lit and live all the way up here. We do. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. It's slowly coming, but it's coming. All right, so this weekend, before I get into the Gab Beat, this weekend I did go out on my first official date. Listen, I have not, I know I say that I'm dating, and I'm not really not, though, because I don't go anywhere. I'm a mom, and it's all about my kids. So I did do that this weekend. It was great. It was cool until, well, no. So it was a lot of stuff that happened beforehand. I'm like Little Shop of Horrors. My stomach don't play. When she hungry, and it don't take much to fill her up. But if she's hungry, right? Hold on, let me put this on here. When she's hungry, this is what you get. So that happened. It was a good vibe. Everything is settled over here. I don't move too fast, but I feel like my pace is a good pace. So that happened. It was a good vibe. Everything was everything. But I'm still in my in my zone. I'm newly single, so I'm still in my zone. Yeah, I needed a Snickers, and I didn't have a Snickers. And then we had this place that we were going to that the vibe was good and the food was good. So, it was what it was. We did toast. We toasted. We did some things. We chilled. It was a good vibe. We were on the waterfront. That's always a vibe here in Baltimore. But it was what it was. Okay. So I just needed to say my weekend was good. It was not a bad weekend. It was good. It was cool. I ain't gonna say it was okay. There's some other things I could say about how my weekend would have turned out amazing, but whatever. We had seafood, okay, because Doc said what type of food. We had seafood. I'm a big fan of calamari, so I had calamari. And then drinks. I don't remember what he had. That was too much to ask. See what I'm saying? That's what I mean about the and I try. I pay attention, but I don't pay much attention to everything that's going on. But I had seafood this weekend, so it was cool. And then I cooked on the grill yesterday, and that's always a vibe when I cook on the grill. I love cooking on the grill. It's one of my favorite pastimes. So yeah, I hit the grill. It was blazing, and the food was good. You know what I mean? Like, it was good. We had beef ribs because it's beef everything over here. So we had beef ribs, hamburgers, and Nathan's hot dogs. It's only 2 hot dogs you're gonna catch me eating. It's Nathan's, well, maybe 3, but it's Nathan's on this for sure. It's Nathan's, and then it's Ballpark. I only eat beef, everything. So it was what it was. It was fine though. I had a good weekend. Anyway, so today is Media Monday. Today is where we get down on the Gab Beat. Still single, still living my life, but you know what I mean? It's okay to have a little adult fun. And it was the first time that I had been, it was the first time that I had, adult fun because I'm a mom and, all of my thing is surrounded around my kid. But yes, it's Media Monday. We got some things to talk about. We got some things to talk about. So let's get into it. Before I get into the nitty and the gritty, though, I do have to do this. So I'll be right back. All of the links are available in our YouTube subscription. No subscription on Twitch, and Facebook be playing with me, so there's no subscription on there. So if you are looking for our booze, then our advertisers, then hit the Linktree link and the subscription below, and our YouTube link. That's how we getting down.
What's good, my ambitious ones? I am here because Savage Fenty is offering up something extraordinary. You get 2 for $29 bras and 50% off other items for new VIP members. You heard me. 2 bras for $29 plus 50% off of other items for new VIP memberships. I mean, you can't beat that.
That's what folks can still follow. They can, or hit the button. They can. Oh, Doc, baby. That's what I'm saying. Like, they can still do all of that, although they can't get to because Facebook be on some hate and stuff. But yeah, you definitely can still follow, and you definitely can still hit the link. So let's get into it. I have it arranged the way that I want it arranged for a certain reason, and we're gonna leave her last. We're gonna leave him last. We're gonna talk about, oh my gosh, there's a gnat in here, and I want to kill it, but I can't. So first things first, let's get to Vic, because a lot of us have it in our heads, right, that once you get on and you're good. I will never. I'm gonna get on and keep my money going, and it ain't gonna be somebody else telling me that I'm getting on because I'm in the industry. But anyway, Vic Mensa, let's talk about him. He's being sued for unpaid rent in his Chi-Town pad. Let's go on. Let's get into it. So Vic Mensa is being sued by his ex-landlord, who claims he's way behind on rent. But the rapper says that the landlord was operating an unsafe building, which led to a terrifying incident, with Vic Mensa's girlfriend. I'm gonna get into that in a minute too, because I got some things to say about that. So his attorney, George Julios, I hope I said that right, filed the suit on behalf of the property owner. That wasn't even his. It is, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get to that too. But the property owner, George, we just gonna call him George because I feel like I'm gonna fuck his name up all the way. So George claims on behalf of the property owner that Vic was highlighting a flashy lifestyle on social media, pics of a fancy watches and sports cars, and he was failing to pay rent. According to the lawsuit, Vic now owes $8,341 in rent. What? And late fees. Them late fees. So George adds that his client is left holding a bag of paying real estate taxes, maintenance, and other costs for the building while Vic Mensa continues to use and occupy the space without paying rent. However, a rep for Vic says that the landlord's always out of line. Is way out of line here. That's what the landlord. That's what Vic said. The landlord is. So the landlord actually. So what he said was the landlord actually put the lives of Vic Mensa's family in danger, particularly his girlfriend, who points to a March incident when the cops say someone broke into the place when his girlfriend was home alone. Police records confirm a man was arrested and charged for breaking into the apartment, and the court records that suspect he has also been previously arrested multiple times for battery and for violating in the in the assault situation. So he is on the registry. Vic thinks that the landlord failed to take adequate security measures around the building despite numerous requests. So he moved out immediately after the incident and yes, stopped paying rent because he no longer lived there. The property owner's attorney is pushing back, claiming security was increased after the break-in and Vic's back rent is overdue. So let's see what we got to say here because my boo got some things he wanted to tap into. First, yes, tomorrow. Hold on. Let me get that on the screen. All right, yes, tomorrow is the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Come on. Okay, whatever. Pay that rent, Doc said. Yeah. So, and this is a very important thing that you're saying right now. If it's true, Vic need to put the rent money in escrow. You know what drives me crazy about a lot of black folks is that they don't know about escrow. You know how escrow keeps you out of a lot of trouble. And I didn't learn about it early. I learned about it late. But escrow is very much that keeps you out of because it's the money is sitting there and the rent can be paid if you abide by the things that you're supposed to abide by. You feel me? So yeah, I love escrow. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Till the landlord fixes the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like when you put your money in escrow, it's nothing that they can say about anything. They have to fix the problems and then they get the money. I believe so wholeheartedly in escrow. It's crazy. Fix for the landlord, fix the issues, which is for in his case, I guess, he said it was maintenance and a couple of other security and a couple of other things. And if the money is in escrow, then he has no choice but to fix it because he's not getting that money until he fixes the things that are necessarily supposed to be fixed. Yeah, security. Like all of that. And being as though you have rented your property to somebody who is in the limelight, know who you rent your property to. Like, just understand that. Just know that if you rent your property to, don't matter what class of celebrity, A, B, C, D, just know that they're going to come with their bullshit too. So you should be ready. Make sure all of your situations are in order. And then on in the case of Vic Mensa, yeah, baby, escrow. Very much, very much. Escrow is everything. Um, but I digress. I do. But I wanted to talk about that a little bit. And we got some other things to talk about too. Let's get to Drake, because Drake has been on one lately. Oh my gosh, Drake, I don't know. Stay legal. Yeah, stay legal. Period. Fact. Stay legal. And listen, I am about to become a landlord very soon. And to me, I'm going to stay on top of my and escrow. I know what escrow is, so I'm ready for that part too. But let's get to, no, we're not going to go to Drake. We're going to save Drake for a little bit later. We are going to go to the statement. No, it is Drake. It is Drake. Drake is showing his ass. Aubrey, you are showing your ass. But so as we've been talking about it a little bit here lately, and as far as Drake and being on tour and all of those good things, Drake said on Utopia, the Vogue lawsuit saved Pharrell and Pusha T from him. Yeah, petty ass Aubrey, yo, we gotta. And if he's serving it up, I'm serving it up. Petty ass Aubrey. And I don't want to talk about Drake all the time, but he keep bringing shit to my table, so I got to talk about it. He petty as shit. But he says that the lawsuit with Vogue saved Pharrell and Pusha T. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's see what he had to say, because I feel like that's very important. We can't just drop the headline. We got to talk about it. So Drake used the bulk of his mic time on the Travis Scott's new Utopia album, because Utopia is here. Travis Scott is back, and we're gonna talk about him too. Oh, we're gonna talk about him a little bit towards the end, but on the Utopia album, he used it to fire shots at Pusha T and Pharrell, and was definitely aiming for their freaking heads. I've cussed already, but I'm trying not to be a potty mouth all the way. So on the track Meltdown, the same song where Travis jabs at Kylie Jenner's new dude, and his name is Timothy Chalamet. I think he's French. Drake digs into Pharrell claiming to have bought his cover and our NERD jewelry just to alter it. Oh, Drake, you petty. Oh, you petty. If you recall, Drake fixed Pharrell's rare stones in his Jumbotron poppin' shit video. But Jim Jones has since been accused of doing the dirty work for Drake in the beef against Pusha. Now the OVO rapper says he can fight his own battles. Oh, Drake. I kind of like this for Drake. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you in a minute. Drake also ruthlessly dissed Pharrell's new gig at Louis Vuitton, declaring Louis Vuitton to be a faded brand now that Virgil is not here anymore. And as for Pusha, Drake says there's no reason for him or his camp to duck the fade, as It's All a Blur tour schedules easy to Google. Oh, yeah, it kind of do. It kind of do. Because, okay, so Drake also claims he's been pulled. He would have pulled up on Pusha during his runaway stroll amid Paris Fashion Week if it wasn't for the Vogue magazine petty, pesky ass $4 million lawsuit against him. Mm-hmm. He already embarrassed Anna Wintour because we remember we talked about. I showed y'all the picture of the whole Anna Wintour situation. It was scary. It was catastrophic. It was real scary. By using her mug as a stage prop, Pusha just might be next. Ooh, I like it when it get like this, baby. But you notice that it's still on wax. It's nothing crazy. Ain't no in the streets. It's just dudes talking shit on wax, and I like that. Let's see what Doc had to say. I like that. Aubrey is petty. He is petty. He is. Who he petty. Like right now, and he is. Okay, yeah, right. He ain't pulling up. I don't feel like that either, but I feel like he's okay. I don't feel like he pulling up, but that's what he said. He said he would have been pulled up on them dudes. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Let the beef stay on wax. That's how I like it. I like it on wax. I like, it's different now because back in the day it was just on wax. It was in the songs, but now they've taken it a step further, and now it's in the songs and on tour. But as long as there's no street bull crap going on, I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that. I like it on wax. I love it on wax, actually. But yeah, I don't believe, let me bring this back up. I don't believe that Drake was going to pull up. Well, I don't know because if he got old dude behind him, what's his face? Texas. You know who I'm talking about. He got beef. But if he got some people behind him, he might pull out. You feel me? And lately, he's been having people behind him. But that's what he said. And that Anna Wintour situation gave me nightmares. Aubrey, Drake. It gave me nightmares. I'm not going to lie. Just to look at her and the form in which you put her in. Oh my gosh, I had nightmares. I swear to beans I did. But, dang, why I can't think of this dude's name right now, and he all the way in my conversation all the time. But I feel like he will pull up as long as he has the right backing. But why are you gonna pull up on? Yeah, Jake. See, that's why I need you. That's why. Oh my gosh, y'all have no real understanding of why I need Doc Sav 9112. Listen. Yes, Jay Prince, and he always be in my conversation, and I don't know why I couldn't bring him to my mind because I really don't think about Jay Prince unless he's in the conversation. But yes, that's exactly who I mean, Jay Prince. I feel like if Drake, because you know how Jay Prince brought for him, so I feel like if Jay Prince was with him, maybe he'll pull up on Pharrell and Pusha T. Not so much Pharrell. Pharrell has already said he is a civilian. And he don't want no parts of that. So I feel like if Jay Prince pulled up on Pusha T with Drake, Drake would go hard. But I digress. I do. Okay, so let's get into it. We got more things to talk about. So we talked about the whole situation and how I kind of want to save this Pusha T. Oh, let's talk about Cardi real quick. Let's talk about Cardi real quick. So I've been telling y'all stop throwing shit at people at their shows. And I've been saying this for a reason. Hold on before I go into this Cardi, because I got a lot to say about this Cardi situation. And it might be a clip. I don't care at this point because I'm going to make a point with the situation. But let me say what Doc said real quick. So Doc said if he needs backup, that's weak. That's the only way I see it happening, though. That's the only way I see it happening is if he got Jay, like, they pull up in the situation in the Sprinter and Jay Prince in there with Drake. That's how I feel like he'd pull up on Pusha T. Otherwise, and Drake got some headers. They just keep going to jail. But I feel like that's how he gonna pull up. This is a crazy thing happening with folks throwing stuff. It is. Let's get into this. I'm glad. Yeah, it is. I don't understand why y'all feel so comfortable with throwing stuff at people. And not that I'm Team Cardi, right? I am. No, I'm not Team anybody though. Hold on, let me see what you had to say first before I get into the story. Um, it just happened to Pusha T. Drake fans threw a beer at him at a recent show. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I It's crazy because I get that part because they're Drake fans. But this situation here is crazy to me. So Cardi had a show recently. Um, when she was, and I'm gonna tell y'all something about Libras, and she is very much a Libra, right? So let's read the story first, and then I'll get to the Libra happenstance. So Cardi's throwing the microphone during a live performance has spewed a lot of debate in the internet. But one of the things that are taking shape is invoking the infamous musical duo Milli Vanilli. I'm gonna tell you why it's not a Milli Vanilli moment in a minute. A lot of folks noticed that after Cardi stopped on her show on Saturday to retaliate against a woman who threw a drink on her from the crowd. The music and song was rapping too. Bodak Yellow, okay, and kept going, and many have assumed that Cardi is lip singing. Y'all get on my nerves with this. It was quite noticeable, but obviously more people focused on what was going on between Cardi and the lady who appears to have been hit with Cardi's mic. And Cardi got a good ass fucking name. Now in the aftermath, the jokes are flying at Cardi's expense because some trolls are falsely equating her to Milli Vanilli. Milli Vanilli's Rob Pilatus and Fab Morvan, who notoriously were caught lip singing in 1990 during the live performance when the record skipped mid show. Not only were Milli Vanilli dudes exposed for lip singing, in a lip singing sense, but it was later revealed that they weren't the ones singing the songs in the first place. Indeed, it was very scandalous. In the wake of Cardi B's dispute, some are throwing her into the same category, but it's apples to oranges and a whole bunch of reasons, which many on Twitter are rightly pointing out. For starters, it's common these days for the artists to use backup tracks in their performances. In fact, it's so common. It happens modern days, especially when rappers are all big acts. All big acts do this. They simply chime in on top of on top of the tracks. Often, you know, adding to the entertainment value. Cardi's case, there's no evidence that she wasn't rapping without without a backing track, and just for the sake of argument, even if she was lip singing, it's nobody's fucking business. Really, it's nobody. She people know she does her own work, and even the best of them get caught mouthing their lyrics from time to time, such as Beyonce. And when it's Cardi up there, we all know it's true. Okay, so let me get to the comments because I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna speak my fucking piece on this one right here. Yeah. So you said okay. Let's see. I'd go. Oh, hold on. Let's see what you said, baby. I go Brazilian man and start throwing dog shit back at them. Dare someone to throw something back. How? Watch how. With the shit I get, I believe you, baby. I believe you. Wait, let me put this on the screen. I believe you, boo. I do. I believe you wholeheartedly. I believe you. Don't play. The vocal track lip sync. Yeah, girl, You know it's true. Oh, oh, oh. I love you. All right, so let me tell you the difference between Cardi and Millie Vanilli. So I said it in while I was reading, and I'm gonna reiterate. First things first. We know that it's Cardi on that track, Bodak Yellow. She might be lip singing over her own vocals, but they're not somebody else's vocals. This is why this is not the Millie Vanilli case. She's lip singing over her own vocals. There are many times, and I love Lil Wayne. I love my Libras. Lil Wayne is my birthday twin, and Cardi, her birthday is several days after mine, but she is a Libra as well. There's a lot of things that's going to get ready to go into this conversation. Lil Wayne does not remember any of the tracks that he created, but they're still him. They're not him. And so yeah, the track might gotta play because I'm making tracks and I don't remember all of my tracks. I don't know if that's the case with Cardi B, but I know that's the case with him. He does not remember any of his tracks, but it's still him. Let me see what you said real quick. Millie Vanilli didn't even sing the song, right? But Cardi did. That's all. That's why they bombed. Exactly. But that's her. That's her voice. That's her rapping. That's every bit of Cardi. Bodak Yellow, we remember that joint. So yeah, she maybe have vocals in the background, but it's still Cardi. So y'all not get ready to give me that it wasn't Cardi. It was her. It's definitely her. But the track was playing in the background. That's it. You feel me? And it is, but she is very honest about. See, now. Let me get into the Libra thing. She's very honest about that, though. She ain't never said that she wrote her own shit all by herself. She might have added a, you know what I mean, thing or two, but she don't. She's been very adamant about her not writing her own tracks. So for you to try to use that against her, it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. Secondly, Libras, it is rap, and a lot of people got ghostwriters. So we want a writer. So it's rap, so we want a writer too. Yeah, for sure. What else you had to say? Poop. Let me see what else. So this is all Doc One Sav. I'm repeating what he writes, but Drake doesn't fully write either. Nobody really in these days, this day and age, really writes the full track by themselves. But let me tell you about some Libra shit and why that happened. Cause see, they wanted to focus on that, but let's focus on the Libra shit. You throw something at me, my dude, my ninja, and I'm trying not to use the word, but you throw something at me, my nigga, something's going to go get thrown back at you. And I don't give a fuck if it's a drink. If all I got in my fucking hand at that particular time, whatever I got in my hand is going for your head. And Cardi, her aim was fucking impeccable. Don't throw nothing at me. All right, so I got background vocals. So what? I got the track playing in the back. That don't give you the right to throw nothing at me. Throw something at me, and she was nice because me, I probably would have jumped off the stage and been ready for war. Like, I just don't throw nothing at me. It's not okay. I'm at work just like when you at work. I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm at work just like you be at work. You paid for these tickets to be here. Now I'm at work. Don't you fucking throw nothing at me, because I promise you it's going to be war. I promise you you're going to get her. I told you I'm bringing a bag of dog poop. I'm just saying, don't throw nothing at me, because at that point I feel some kind of way. It'll be my rider for the show. Dog poop that's gonna be on your rider. But my point is, like, y'all can't keep thinking y'all could do things to these people just because y'all feel like y'all can get away with it and they not gonna respond. She's not that kind of girl. I'm telling you, this Libra shit is real, and y'all keep thinking it's a joke, and y'all keep thinking this shit is a fucking game, and it's not. I don't do anything to people until they do something to me. You do something to me, now it's all out fucking war. I swear it is. And I'm gonna win the fucking war. I promise you it is. You not get ready to throw nothing at me and thinking it's okay. So now what's been the understanding is that Cardi may be facing charges. I don't see how. She was violated first. It's on camera. The venue staff be like, where we get dog crap from. I'm just saying. I'm just keep playing with me. Tell them you better check your humane society. I'm just saying. But don't you ever in your life think that you could throw something at me and it's going to be okay. I want to show some love. Shout out to Justin. Justin Hayes. Hi, Justin, baby. I appreciate you for tuning in. I wanted to show some love real quick. But don't you ever in your fucking life think you're going to throw something at me and it's not going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. I'm telling you it's going to be a fight. I'm really, really nice and I'm really, really loving and I'm really, really nurturing. I'm very, very caring and I love hard. But don't you ever for a fucking second think that you're going to throw something at me and it's not going to be war. It's going to be fucking war. I swear it's going to be war. Stop throwing shit at people. Tell them you better. I promise you. I promise you it's going to be war. Justin, hit the like and subscribe. He already hit the like. That's why I shouted him out, because he hit the like already. I don't know about the subscribe, but the like for sure he hit. Yeah, you not about to be throwing shit at me and think that I'm going to be, okay, I'm going to keep performing. While you No. Monica didn't even get hit, and she jumped down and she was ready to go to war. Don't you don't. Now you hit me, my personal body, my personal space. You know we going to war, and that's just what it is. It's what it is. I'm ready. Don't you ever in your mind think that it's okay for you to throw something at me and I'm not retaliating. Fuck that. That's that Libra shit though. And everybody be looking at it because we try to be loving and caring and nurturing and all that good stuff. But we ready. We ready. And don't you ever think it's cool. Okay, so also on the Cardi B situation, Offset made his rounds with Angela Yee's show, and he said that he be doing what he be doing to Cardi because he be studying her body, and because he know what he's supposed to do with a Libra. I'm just saying. I don't know why people are doing this, Doc. I don't. I've been really trying to figure this out for the last. I've been trying to figure why. Why would you want to throw something at somebody who's there to perform a show for you? You pay exactly. So Doc said, why are people doing this? I don't know, and it's been happening a lot lately. It's been happening. You pay to go to a concert to throw something. That's crazy. Exactly. I'm not spending my hard-earned money to go and throw something at you. I want a show. And so, yeah, I don't feel like Cardi should be charged. She was violated first. But you know how they do. Okay. We're going to do a quick commercial and then I'll be right back. I promise you, because I got to get some water in me. But stop throwing shit at people. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Stop. Because somebody is going to get fucking hurt. I promise you. I'll be right back.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to fiverr.com today and get something started.
With these people out here, like, stop throwing shit at people. Like, you want to be violated? You don't want to be violated, but you want to violate me. I'm sorry, that's not how that shit go. However, the girl that threw her bra at Drake got a deal. That's different. It's a bra. People have been throwing. You throw a drink on me, though, my nigga. Like, we going to war. And I felt like if the chick would have threw her bra at Cardi wouldn't have been mad. It's the drink situation. Bitch, I'm up here looking like I look, and you out here throwing drinks on me? Like, the fuck is wrong with you, my nigga? Like, don't do that. I got a problem with that. I'm sorry. It's going to be war. Sorry. Playboy offered her back. I'm just saying, because he want her to keep throwing balls at him. I'm just saying. But don't throw nothing at me. Don't. You could throw your shots. You could say whatever. Don't throw a physical thing at me because I promise you it's war. I promise you it is. But anyway, let's move on. So I wanted to get into this Ice Cube situation because Ice Cube has been making his rounds. Hold on. Oh, yeah. No, Playboy the magazine. Yeah. Oh, Cardi got a big bag off of them, but guess what? They throwing her bras. They not throwing drinks. She don't play with Cardi. That Libra game is different. I'm trying to tell y'all, and we seem nice, but we will fuck your whole world up. So anyway, let's get to this Ice Cube and Tucker Carlson situation real quick. I want to talk about this. It's a lot to talk about in this situation. So Ice Cube tells Tucker nothing has changed with Obama or Black Lives Matter, and I feel like there are a lot of people that may agree, and there are a lot of people that disagree. But let's get into it. It's not only politics that makes the sage bedfellows. Ice Cube unloading on Barack Obama, Black Lives Matter, the COVID-19 vaccines, and more with of all people, Tucker Carlson. And I don't like Tucker, but I digress. The duo rolled through South LA together for an episode of Tucker's show on Twitter, and they quickly found common ground on several topics. Shortly with the former President Barack Obama, Cube says he was proud. He was a proud American and that had elected a black man. Though maybe this guy is gonna be the guy. You know, like, good. I'm glad. Okay, let me put this on the screen because I do not like Tucker Carlson. I don't like, but we'll do that in a minute. So, it's a lot to give him, but he was proud to be. Cube was proud to be an American. What is going on here? I don't know. Let me close the window. So, okay, it's gone. It was just on my screen, not on your screen. But anyway, but ultimately, Cube feels that Obama, like all of his White House predecessors, did nothing to change his life. Tucker and the rapper actor also broed up on Black Lives Matter. Cube's criticism being the organization didn't improve things for Black people. He for Can you hear me? Hold on. I'm gonna try to fix it. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Hold on. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Because I really, really can hear me or see me. Hold on, I gotta change my camera. Yeah, I find this the funniest because it only happens when I want to get serious. All right, everything should be back up now. Oh my gosh. It's only when I want to get serious and I feel like they don't like when I talk about Tucker. Sorry. I just don't like the guy. So anyway, Ice Cube and Tucker, they got into this whole situation. Like, yo, what the hell just happened? I don't know. But Ice Cube and Tucker, they got into their whole conversation. They talked about how Black Lives Matter didn't really do stuff. Let me see if I can get this up real quick. Um, I'm playing devil's advocate in the situation again because it's not that I don't believe in our people. I definitely believe in our people. So it's not that. It's just that I kind of agree with the situation. Hold on, let me get back to the things that I wanted to talk about real quick. I kind of agree with the situation. Like, did it change anything? Did our lives change at all? I mean, and I'm in a rock and a hard place, and that y'all just seeing what happened to that. It happens, and I don't know what happens, but I'm in a rock and a hard place because I was very excited about our first Black president too. I was very much, and I'm still excited about him. I love the work that he does outside of him being an active president, but at the same time, did it change anything? Did it change anything? But then they also talked about, hold on, because I'm trying to make sure that everything I'm looking up because I swear I'm scared to change anything on the screen right now. I'm afraid. But they also got into the big three situation with the NBA. All right, so let's get into it. Ice Cube has a serious bone to pick with the NBA and Adam Silver. I'm saying that the league talks a good game about equality, but when it comes down to supporting a black-owned company such as Cube's Big Three, they've completely dropped the ball. The rap legend and the 3-on-3 league founder teed off on the commission while he was on the Tucker Carlson show on Twitter, calling out Silver for making it seem like the league is at the forefront of change when, in his opinion, it does not. It's not doing as much as all. All right, I'm going to get rid of this because again, I feel like it's gonna make me lag, and I don't know. I promise you, I swear, y'all think I be joking about the things that happen in my life. I'm not joking. Like, it's times where I get really into something and my mind is in something, and then all of a sudden, all of the chaos happens. So let me just say this about the Big Three. I never thought that they were going to let him get his rocks off. I never thought that. I was sending y'all messages from my other YouTube account because I could not get on this particular situation at the time, by the way. So if you see the Lord Lucidity situation, that was me. Hold on, let me see. Can you see me? Yeah. I'm back. Okay, good. I wanted to know that I was back here. Because it seems like every time I get into a serious subject matter, which it means something to me, um, we start going through these crazy situations. All right, cool. But I never thought for 1 second with the big three. Well, okay, so let's go back. The Tucker Carlson and the Black Lives Matter and Obama and other situations, he felt like none of that meant anything. I kind of agree. Like, it didn't change much. We still going through the same shit that we've been going through. And we got a black president. And as much as I love Obama, um, and Michelle specifically, I don't feel like it changed much for us as a people. I don't. I told y'all that though. I said that before. Like, we marched and we marched and we marched and we said the things that we needed to say and we gave our speeches and all of that, and still the same things persist. That's one. But when it came to this big three league, I never thought they was gonna let him in. As much as Ice Cube has been out here doing things and trying to build things, I didn't feel like they was gonna let him in. And the only reason why I didn't keep going is because it scares me. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. But I didn't feel like, they was really gonna give us love on that one. So, it is what it is. All right, we gotta keep it moving because I'm gonna have to edit a whole lot of this situation out of this, like the big silent moments, but it's cool. I'm in a situation where I can. I'm afraid because they keep cutting my shit short. That's why I say I'm afraid. I'm not afraid to say what it is that I say. I'm never afraid of that. I'm a militant person, but they keep cutting my shit short and it make me feel funny about what it is I'm trying to do here. Because I want us to be able to have, even though we talk media, I want us to be able to have adult conversations about what's going on in the world. And that's part of this. This Media Monday, don't ever get it twisted. It's not just me being nosy. It's having a conversation about the things that are going on in the world. And so, yeah, I'm a little afraid because they keep cutting me short. But I get it. I see it. They see that I see it, and I see that they see it. Oh, I thought you was talking about, I'm not afraid of the big three. I feel like I knew that they weren't gonna let Q, like, they was gonna let him get as far as they were gonna let him get, but they weren't gonna let him get too far with it because it would be impeding on the NBA situation and the WNBA if you think about it. Because if they let it pass for the males that are in the league, then they got to let it pass for the females that are in the league, and it's just gonna be a whole big ass fucking catastrophe for them, not for the league, the big three league, but just for them because it's competition, and they weren't gonna let that just slide out. But I want to, before I gotta get to this because I'm gonna go over a little bit tonight, but it is what it is. Y'all saw what happened to me. So let's get to this Travis Scott situation because I've been waiting and waiting. We've gotten a little bit here and there, but we haven't really got the details. So now we got details and I want to talk about them. So Travis Scott told the police someone in his earpiece told him to end the Astro World concert after Drake's set, but insists that he had no clue that there was any emergencies unfolding in the crowd. I can believe that. The rapper's account of what unfolded at the deadly November 2021 concert is documented in the 1,266-page report from Houston Police Department. That's the longest report I ever heard of. Who interviewed him at his home a few days after the concert. Travis said that the first time he noticed something was wrong was when he was on a lifted platform above the stage and he noticed someone down near the stage was receiving medical attention. I concur. I watched that concert. I saw some things. Before this point, Travis said he recalled seeing lights in the crowd but could not tell what was going on. I felt like he could. Okay. He asked folks in the crowd to put up a middle finger if they were fine, and that was the overwhelming response. So he thought everything was, good and okay. Travis told police that he was on an elevated platform for about 2 or 3 songs when he saw someone waving hands at him near the stage. And that's when he was told that the crowd told the crowd to back up and get medical attention to the area. For the rest of his time on the elevated platform, Travis said that he was in a trance going through his performance and getting into the music, and that wasn't a high commotion in the crowd. When Drake was on stage, the report said that the security guard tried to get the 2 members of Travis' team to stop the show in the middle of the set, but was denied and told Drake needed to finish. They blaming it on Drake? Travis told the police that Travis told police he was told, yo, this is gonna have to be like the last song when Drake was performing, but he says he was not told there was an emergency. When Drake finished, Travis says that he was told in his earpiece, yo, Travis, you gotta wrap it up. It's getting kind of hectic out here. Travis says there was no mention of the situation's severity. Travis told the police that he was first told something happened at the concert when he got back to his trailer. When a friend told him a concert goer was getting CPR, Travis says he thought only one person was in trouble, but was later informed that 2 people needed CPR, and that that's when he started to question what was going on. Oh my gosh. Baby, I ain't scared of shit, but they scare me when they cut my shit. So it was not until Travis got home at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. that he says that he learned that the number of people who had passed in Astroworld. In total, 10 people passed and a dozen were injured, and now Travis is facing civil lawsuits through though he will not face criminal charges, because I told y'all that a couple of weeks back that he wasn't facing criminal charges. The report notes that Travis was clearly concerned about the condition of the victims when he was talking to the cops, asking about the status of those who had been hospitalized. Okay, and that was one, but there's another one I wanted to read real quick. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay. We end there. I'm gonna get to the comments in a minute. I just want to get through this really, really quickly because it was a lot to take in. And this is the last story I wanted to end with, and then I wanted to talk to y'all about it. So, Travis' team prevented the concert from stopping, final police report says. Victims of Travis Scott's Astroworld tragedy were alarmed the concert would continue as they were fighting for their lives. One security guard even went backstage pleading with Travis's team to stop the concert, but the team refused to alert Travis. Police just released, like I said, a 1,266-page report, which includes interviews with hundreds of concert attendees, many of whom suffered injuries and were hospitalized. Some of them painted a grisly picture of what happened on November of 2021 as the crowd surge resulted in a stampede. Let's get into it. I'm going to finish my show out. The report says the security guard, Marty, made it backstage to the audio area to try and stop the show while Drake was performing. So, okay, let's get into it because now there's 2 different reports I'm reading. Marty said he made it clear to both members of Travis's team who allegedly had the ability to communicate with Travis that the concert needed to end, but he was blocked. The man says Travis' team did not want to shut down the show shut the show down because Drake had 3 more songs left, and says he told them the situation was much bigger than Drake, but says Travis's team actively impeded the ability for someone to stop the show. Now, police interviewed Drake and asked if he noticed any problems going on in the crowd while he was on stage. And he told the cops it was difficult to see from his vantage point because there were a lot of lights and it was his first time ever on that stage and he wasn't able to rehearse. Drake also told the cops he didn't hear anyone in the crowd begging to stop the show, explaining that his earpiece drowns out a lot of the outside noise, which makes sense. The report also says that Drake told the police he met up with the Travis after the show, which they did, and at that point they did not know about the tragic incident in the crowd. Drake said his manager later informed him about the situation. Travis is still facing civil lawsuits over the deadly concert, and I shouldn't have said that, but I said it. And it turns out people in his team were blocking folks from stopping the show. It could have legal consequences in those suits. The police report is also filed. The police report was also filed with details of concert goers, including one named Aiden, who said he felt like he was losing oxygen, and he began yelling for help as he fell to the ground. His friend Brianna was nearby, and he heard her yelling, "I can't breathe," and he went into survival mode. Aiden also says he got himself out of the pile, but it did not help that the music continued on playing, even though it was clear people were being trampled. He says he got to the front of the stage and tried to get Travis's attention to stop the concert, but was unable to do so. Oh my gosh, this is the more that is coming out. Okay, let me. I'm getting emotional a little bit, but aside from the obvious stampede issues that occurred during the chaos, another fan believed the lighting of the stage caused him to have a seizure, and he told police that he had no history of seizures and had not been taking any narcotics that night. The report also includes interviews with first responders who describe absolutely horrific scene. One Houston firefighter said that he worked on 11 cardiac arrest patients within 46 minutes and observed one person with a crushed larynx, one overdose, and and several others injured. This man, I'm trying to get my emotions together real quick because I do, when it comes to people, I have a really big heart and a soft heart, and that kind of... Okay, remember the Star Report, Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky? I do remember that. I do. My bad. It was only 453 pages. However, it took 4 years. Yeah, it did. Travis' report was longer. Yeah, it was. I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to bring that back up in a minute. Y'all, I'm really trying not to get emotional about this shit because it was like, I watched the concert, and I'm going to be honest, I watched it live, right? Because I knew it was live, and whenever I know that a concert is live and I can watch it, but then I don't have to be there, I watch it. I can say, in all honesty, one is that it was not supposed to be that many people there. Let me get myself together. It was not supposed to be that many people there. A lot of those people snuck in, right? So that's first. with me being a person who has doubt in the music industry and been on stage with my artists while they were performing, I can tell you it's a whole different situation looking into the crowd versus you being in the crowd. And I do know that I'm sorry. Let me get myself together. I do know in watching that situation, there are a few times that Travis did stop, right? And I can't say that it was all his fault. You feel me? The security was bullshit. And no, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not taking a commercial break. It just that reading that was a lot for me. And like I said, I watched that show, and I watched him stop a couple of times, but there's no way that he could have seen what was going on. And reading Drake's statement, it's no way that Drake could have seen what was going on out there either. It's different when you got a bunch of lights on you and you performing. This is a way different dynamic. Now, as far as Travis's people, yeah, they probably should be wholeheartedly. No, probably. They should be held accountable. Damn, I didn't know that was. I read it earlier and it didn't touch me as much as it just touched me just now reading that shit, and I don't know why, but it was a lot going on, and there's no way Drake nor Travis could have seen what was going on, and there's no way Drake nor Travis could have heard people crying. It's thousands. It was more than 50,000 people there. It's like, how do you expect them to hear over the crowd? I don't know, but oh, you stopping me from crying right now, but it was a really sad situation, and I ain't gonna lie, because I watched it, I saw what was going on. It kind of touched me a little bit, and that's why I kind of wanted to come back and talk about it a little bit, because it's not over. Like, people lost their lives, and a baby lost their life, and and that baby was about the same age as my kid, so it just. This is why I would never take my kid to anybody's concert. You feel me? She not ready for that. And then on top of that, we talking about grown folks lives being. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm gonna get it together. But I had to take a moment. Because that was a lot. And like I said, I watched the show. I watched what happened in the crowd. I watched a lot of things transpire that night. And I watched it from home, and I wasn't there. And I promise you, it was so many people in that crowd, and it was so much going on. And although the ambulances were making their way through the crowd, it was not enough security. It was not enough medical attention. I don't think that they were prepared for what was going to go on. I know that they weren't prepared. And so I can't put the full blame on Travis. You feel me? A lot of them people didn't even belong there because they didn't even have tickets. So it was, that was a lot. Okay, let me get to some love so I can get out of this. Because, man, I'm just thinking about where my headspace is, and then the things that I learned that happened after the fact, and I watched a lot of things happen, and it was a weird time. And I know everybody want to come back to, he had this, and it was satanic and all of this shit, but them people ain't had to put themselves there either, and I don't believe that them type of environments is a place that you take your kid. I'm gonna be honest. And it's sad that that baby lost his life in that mayhem. And then what made it worse is he was a really huge Travis Scott fan. So it was just a lot, man. It was a lot. All right. Big love. Big love. Shout out to the United States, the United Kingdom, India, France, Germany, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. Oh, man, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being faithful and loyal audience members. I love you. Russia, freaking Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Canada, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Canada. I love you all. I do. Oh my gosh. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Japan, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. I do. I love you so much. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby. I love you. And big shout out to the Czech Republic. I love you so much. Y'all, I don't know what just reading that story just did to me, because normally I can get through these situations, but I feel like maybe it was because it was a situation that I'm privy to, I paid attention to, I watched. Like, it was just so much, and just reading the detail. I've been waiting for this detail report for a minute. And now that I read it, it just got me emotional. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I do. It was a lot. It was a lot. I didn't either, because I read the story before I even reported it, but it was a lot just taking in all of the accounts of the situation. It was a lot of people that, you know what I mean, lost, a few people that lost their lives, and then a lot of people that were injured. And I think reading it out loud versus reading it in silence, it took its toll on me. But anyway, I'm getting out of that zone because I can't stay there, because that was a lot. If you want to come on the show, hit us up ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. I gotta get out of that zone, boo. I do. Doc, I gotta get out of it. If you would like to come, drop a comment, join the conversation, please do. Drop a comment, send a text 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. Or ask me to drop the link, and I will. I do play videos on occasion because things happen, but know that I have permission to play all of those videos. I do. I wouldn't play them unless I did. Man, if you want to hit us up on social media at ambitiously, at Miss_ambitiously ENT on IG, on Facebook, ambitiously, at Ambitiously, on YouTube, Ambitiously the podcast. Jesus, I'm trying to get it together. I am. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. We try to do some things over here. I'm more focused on the likes and the shares than I am the subscriptions, but subscribe too. Oh my gosh. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. I got it together, y'all. I did. If you would like to drop a donation, capital LURLUCIDITY, Lord Lucidity, the Lord them in clearly. That's what we do. We bring them in, and then we give them clarity. That's what we do. Oh my gosh. Patreon.com/ambitiouslyent. Join the Patreon, but I'm going to make sure that I put the coffee in there, because that's really where I want y'all to go. Our viewer channel, viewer.com/ambitiouslyent as well. Big shout out to King Knox. He will be here tomorrow night for the tap in. We're going to tap in, and we got an exam to take, thanks to Doc Sav. Doc, I appreciate you so much. Yeah, we got an exam to take after we go through the bag. King Knox, his mixtape is available. I'll make sure I have that available for y'all tomorrow night as well. He got a couple of mixtapes going on right now, so we're going to talk about it. Big shout out to my DJ, cause that's my DJ. Big shout out to my DJ, Rukazy. He sent me the mix today. I already have it. We getting prepared for Friday. I'm so excited about it. It's a good mix too. Oh, I can't wait for y'all to hear. Big shout out to Rukazy. I gotta get my life together, man. I gotta get my life together. It was heavy. I think reading it out loud was a little bit heavier than reading it in silence. I read things in silence, but then when I have to read them out loud, it changes the demographic. We are worldwide. Give the world more smiles, man. We need all the smiles we can get. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the good feelings, Doc. I needed that. Top flight. Catch the vibes of Cat Lee. Even though we went through some stuff today, but I'm not even tripping off that. It is what it is. Props to Knox. We will see him tomorrow, but big shout out to King Knox. We gonna do what we do. Salute to DJ Root Casey. Salute. And this fire makes it ready be crazy because it's more graphics going in. Listen. I'm ready for this fire mix. I'm ready because there's some things. Hunty. It's some things. Now, how I'm going to sleep knowing your heart is heavy and hurt. It's not. I'm okay, Doc. I am. It just was. I think when I read it, it wasn't. Like I said, it wasn't as crazy as it was reading it out loud. Them reports is crazy, but I gotta give the tea. It's Media Monday, and we gotta talk about it. And they did cut me off with my Tucker Carlson situation. They didn't like me talking about Tucker, but I did, and I finished it. Tucker really don't like the movements, and Ice Cube just added to it, and then the big three, I knew they weren't going to let him in, and I don't know why he thought they was going to let him in, but whatever. Whatever. Stop thinking because you got money that they going, no, you got to take your money and move it. I promise you. You just wait. You got to just go with the punches. You feel me? Man, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning into this podcast. First, let me start by saying that. Yes, the tap-in is tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Ending on a high note. Thank you, Doc. Ending on a high note, the tap-in is tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow. We'll be talking about some things. And then we have this final exam that we have to take. We take every week on Tuesday with Doc Sav 9112. I kind of anticipated a little bit, though. But yeah, that's happening tomorrow. That is definitely going down tomorrow. First things first, mind your business. I probably shouldn't have mind the Travis Scott business, but I did. But mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business, except for Media Mondays, where I tell you everybody's business. And obviously, sometimes it gets to me. I didn't cry, though. I was a big girl. Put my big girl panties on. But there's a difference between standing in your lane and minding people's business. We will get to that in a minute. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies. They need that encouragement. They need it so much. And remember to tell your babies that they are the GOAT. They are the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement. You are the first line of encouragement. And if you're not encouraging the babies, you should be a damn shame to yourself. If they want to work for NASA, then tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, secretary, janitor, or receptionist they can be. If they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them to be the best pit boss, NASCAR driver, or commentator, or whatever the hell else they do at these establishments. I don't know. It's space and it's drive. I don't know. I never worked for neither one of these corporations, but tell them to be the greatest that they can be. Stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. You jump in my lane, you're going to get her. You don't want her. You want her. She's sweet, kind, and cuddly and all that good stuff, and especially her. Because baby, if a girl is purring, she's a happy girl. But stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. The difference between minding people's business and staying in your lane is this. You can mind people's business from afar, but when you jump in somebody's lane, you are inserting yourself into some shit you have no business inserting yourself into. You don't belong in that lane. You don't. And what usually happens is a collision. And who the fuck needs that? Nobody. So just stay in your lane. Choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not your battle to fight. It's not. So choose your battles wisely. Worry about the war, because it's a big-ass war going on outside, and obviously none of us are safe from it. Just worry about the war. Don't worry about the small, minute battles. Every battle is not yours to fight. Oh, man. Dang, that was a little heavy, though. Oh, man, that was a little heavy. a little bit, and just thinking about everything that happened. It was a little heavy, but I gotta get out of here. I love you guys so much. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Don't be out here Brazilian manning people, because I can't watch you when you're not here with me. Thank you for being here with me, though. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for keeping me abreast of the things that were going on, although we had that situation. I appreciate you so much. And be safe out here. Stay out of trouble. And good night. I promise you. Damn, this was a heavy one. Good night. I love y'all. Bye.